Hi everyone, Trishna here. Welcome to your January 2022 Psychic and Tarot reading. In this video, what we're going to be doing is a collective message for January of 2022 using tarot, where I'm going to focus on you, your energy, the energy of the other person, the energy of the relationship, and then any kind of guidance that we need to receive from that. Now, this does sound like it is very love focused, and in a way it is. It's going to be you, the other person, and your relationship. However, you can treat this as a general reading as well, in the sense that the other person could be a friend, a family member, it could be your career, it could be a business, it could be an idea, it can be your health. Yeah, so a lot of times whenever I watch readings on tarot, because I'm not really watching for love anymore, I will still watch those videos, but a lot of times those videos will still resonate for me because I'm just replacing the other person and the relationship with whatever area of interest I'm interested in at that time, and it ends up being pretty accurate. So with that said, you can watch this however you like. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to be shuffling the cards here. As I shuffle, I'm going to share any intuitive guidance. Once we have all the cards that we need for this tarot reading for January of 2022, for love and general career, etc., then we will read the cards specifically. So let's get into it. Already a card here. What do we need to know for January of 2022? Life is good. Things are looking up. We feel like we're entering a whole new world, a whole new phase. We feel like we are coming out of some muck, some kind of fog. And now we can finally free ourselves. Now we can finally see things as they are. Now we can finally see things in a positive light that we weren't able to really see before because our mind was in that fog. (2022) is going to be a good year for us. Of course, a lot of times when we begin a new year, we feel that. We're like, oh, this year's going to be better than last. I do feel like 2022 is actually going to live up to that. That doesn't mean it won't be a year without its struggles, but what it means is that your work through the struggles is going to pay off. You are going to get rewarded for the hard work that you put in. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to have the success that you desire. It may not happen as quickly as you would like, but it will happen. It will pay off. I feel the collective is going to be very good this year about working on their goals. A lot of times at the beginning of the year, we set a New Year's resolution and we want it to materialize. We have all the best intentions at the beginning of the year, really working towards actually materializing these goals, putting action plans in place and actually acting. If we're trying to lose weight, then we, sign up for a gym membership, or we start buying the equipment, or we buy nice workout clothes so we feel good and want to work out. We find our videos that we're going to work out too, etc. Whatever it is, we have a plan that we're going to go on a walk at this time every day, maybe with our partner, etc. And maybe after a few months, it starts to fall off. We get back into our old routines and we forget about our goals, or we feel so bad that we fell off the bandwagon that we have a hard time getting back on track. We just feel disappointed in ourselves. This year, I feel like if you've only made it 3 months in the past towards your goals, you're going to make it 6 months. It's going to be double the time. And because it's double the time that you've done before, you're going to reach such results that you're going to feel really good about yourself, and you're going to want to keep going towards the end, through the end of the year. So this is going to be a very good year for achieving your goals. If you have felt disappointed in yourself for not achieving your New Year's resolutions in the past, to the point where you hate New Year's resolutions or you hate the new year, I just wanted to know this year is going to be different. Things are going to change. 2020 is a whole new world, a whole new era. It's going to be good. All right, so looking into the cards. So the first card that we have here is the Seven of Cups. We may be looking out into the world, into whatever situation this applies for us. This could be love even. We're looking out into the world, into our situation, and we're seeing a lot of different options. And it's to the point where we don't really know which one to pick, or we're too scared to pick, or we just don't want to pick. Maybe we like having all of these options. Maybe that's why we've never really been able to pick anything or settle on something or select anything or move forward on anything. It's because a part of us doesn't really want to. We like having all these options available to us, and we're worried, what if we make the wrong choice? Or what if I pick this? Then I won't be able to get this. but I want both. So we're in this stage where we're realizing that we have a lot of options, and the question now is, are we going to continue to live our life the way that we have in the past, where we don't make any choices and we stay in this no man's land as a result, or are we going to actually make a choice? Now, if you actually make a choice, I want you to feel good about that choice. It really doesn't matter which choice you pick as long as you feel good about it. I want you to also feel good, because whatever you think you're going to miss out by not selecting the other choices, you are still going to get in the choice that you make. Now, maybe you're not going to get it immediately. Some of you will, but others of you, it may take a few months before the things that you feel like you're missing out from the other options show up in the option that you have selected. So if this is a person, there may be a few different people that you like, or a few different types of people that you like, or a few different versions of relationships that you want to have. And no matter what you pick, as long as it's one that you like, that relationship, that person is going to over time transform and become not only what you picked, but what you picked plus the qualities of what you wanted in the others that you did not pick. So that's really positive. It can be scary to select. That's maybe why you haven't done it in the past, because there's buyer's remorse sometimes. And sometimes too many options makes it really hard for us to pick a choice, but pick one and you're going to be rewarded in more ways than you can imagine right now. There are no limitations is what I'm getting for you. So just pick and you will get what you are looking for. Next card we have is the 8 of Wands. I feel like once you make a selection, your partner or your career or your job or your business or your idea or your health or however this applies, once you make your choice, they're going to move in very quickly. I feel like there is something, this other person, this other aspect of the relationship is something that really wants to show up for you, really wants to show up, but you have been the thing that is blocking it from showing up. You have been the thing that has been creating blocks, creating resistance, creating this distance from what you want. And that distance is that you weren't able to pick something. You weren't able to channel your energy in any direction. You just kept it very open and kind of stagnant. Hence, this area of your life may have been stagnant. But once you make the choice, everything that you want is going to come in. It's going to come in fast. It's going to come in specifically. It's going to come in strong. It's been waiting for you, whether it's conscious of it or not. It's been waiting for you to be ready for it. Then we have the Justice. I feel like this relationship, again, whether it's with you and another person, or with you and an idea, or with you and your business, or with you and your career, I feel like the scales are about to be balanced. It's been this relationship where things have been up and down in different situations. Like sometimes things are going really well, but then they're not going very well. Or sometimes things are going really well in this area of your life, but then everything else falls apart. But then when everything else goes really well, this area of your life falls apart. So there's been some kind of like tumultuous balancing scale that's been going on. And finally, things are going to level off. Things are going to be calmer. Things are going to work out in all respects. And this is not just because of luck. It's not just because of the energetic potentials out there. It's also because of the work that you have been doing. You have been doing a lot of work trying to balance yourself inside. When you create the balance inside, it's going to materialize on the outside, not just in the areas it always materializes in, but in new areas as well. So things are going to be going really well for you. Again, doesn't mean that there aren't going to be obstacles. What it means is that you're going to be balanced. You're going to be hopeful. You're going to be positive, and you're going to reap the rewards of that. And then when there are issues, you're going to maintain that strength of balance, a strength of happiness, optimism, positivity, and it's going to carry you through any obstacles and make them as smooth as they can possibly be for being obstacles. Finally, we have the 6 of Cups. This is going to be a month, a time. I really feel like even though we're talking about January 2022, it really feels like it's more like a 2 to 3 month read from now. This is going to be a time of you really needing to be 2 things. 1, being very generous to others, being very kind, operating from the heart, being very loving, being very understanding, even if it doesn't seem like maybe you should be understanding. It's like, well, they did XYZ and I should be upset with them. Yes, maybe you should be upset with them, but that doesn't mean that you can't operate from the heart. That doesn't mean you can't be compassionate to whatever they may be going through that you don't even know that they are dealing with. At the same time, you should also be very open to receiving positivity in your life too. Be very open to receiving gifts. If somebody wants to share something with you, wants to give something to you, wants to give you love, accept it, trust it, believe in it. Know that you are worthy of it. Even if it ends up not being the right love, which I feel like it will be the right love for you one way or another. But even if it doesn't end up being the right love, it was love that you were worthy of receiving. And you need to be open and accepting of love so that you can allow in even more love. So take love with an open heart. Give with an open heart, but take with an open heart as well. And it's going to train you into really bringing in a lot of positive things in 2022. 2022 can be not only a great year just based off of the potentials, but an even better year based off of how you handle your energy this year. This is going to be a very, very pivotal year. Pivotal in terms of energy. I feel like the energy is so like open and ripe for whatever you want to program into, whatever you want to insert into. I feel like it's very fertile, a very fertile ground for however you choose to operate with it. I feel like it's layered with positivity, so things are more likely to work out for you this year than not. I feel like if you are more negative in nature, things will just be stagnant more than going backwards. They'll tend to be more stagnant. But if you're positive, you can really up-layer the potentials of this year that are already good. So I think 2022 is going to be a really, really good year. I did see a video just yesterday that says otherwise. But what I've been getting for the past like 2 months is that 2022 is going to be a really phenomenal year. I just keep getting that. So yeah, it really depends on where your energy is and what readings resonate with you. If you listen to a reading by somebody and you really resonate with them, but they say 2022 is not going to be a good year, then that means that it's likely not going to be as good a year for you as the energy sits. However, it doesn't have to stay that way. You simply need to shift your energy. And as you shift your energy, you shift the potential of 2022. If this reading is resonating for you, if any of my readings over the past 2 months have been resonating with you, then you are already in alignment with 2022 being a good year. Because the readings are resonating, and in those readings, I talk a lot about 2022 being a really good year. So if that's resonating for you, then you're already of that potential, and just keep it going, keep listening to lessons, keep listening to the guidance that are in these videos, and keep up-leveling your energy, and you're going to have a phenomenal year. So regardless of what video you resonate with, ones that say 2022 is going to be great and ones that say 2022 is not going to be great, you can still make 2022 a positive year because that's about you and your energy. Plus 2022 is ripe for whatever positive energy you embed into it. So with that, I will conclude this video. I hope that it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to get a private reading from me, you can do so by going to the link in the description box below. That will take you to my personal website, www.trishnastemple.com. And with that, I will see you in my next video.